This is Anthony Patterson, a 44-year-old man from Handsworth, Birmingham, now serving 5 years in prison after a fully automatic submachine gun and 176 rounds of live ammunition were discovered in his bedroom. In April this year, officers from West Midlands Police's major crime proactive team carried out a search warrant at a house in Birmingham. They were acting on intelligence linked to Operation Target, a wider crackdown on firearms, drugs, and organised crime across the region. Inside the property, officers searched an upstairs bedroom. That's where they found a toolbox, and inside it, a Thompson submachine gun, stored alongside a bin bag. That bag wasn't rubbish. It was filled with 176 rounds of viable live ammunition. The weapon, a relic from past wars but still very much lethal, had been fully converted to fire. Experts later confirmed both the gun and bullets were viable and ready to be used. Anthony Patterson wasn't home during the raid, but he knew what was coming. Shortly after the warrant was executed, he walked into a police station and handed himself in. He was arrested on suspicion of possessing a prohibited weapon and ammunition without a certificate. In police interviews, he gave no answers, no explanation, just no comment to every question. But eventually, in court, he admitted everything. On May 20th, Patterson pleaded guilty at Birmingham Crown Court to possessing a firearm and ammunition. And on July 24th, he was sentenced. 5 years for the firearm, 2 years for the ammunition, to be served concurrently. This wasn't a case of street-level firearms dealing or a one-off weapon stash. Police believe the gun could have caused tremendous loss of life. PC Richardson, who led the investigation, called it a significant recovery of a lethal automatic weapon, stressing just how dangerous it would have been in the wrong hands. So why does a 44-year-old man in a residential Birmingham neighbourhood have a submachine gun in his toolbox? Police haven't revealed the full backstory. There's no confirmed link to any active shooting or gang activity, but firearms of this kind are rare, and their appearance almost always ties back to organised crime. The Thompson submachine gun, often nicknamed the Tommy gun, was first manufactured in the early 1900s. It became iconic in World War II and among American Prohibition-era gangsters. In modern Britain, it's an unusual but still deadly find. Its presence, fully converted and loaded with hundreds of rounds, raises one question. Was Patterson holding it for someone else? Possession alone, not use, not sale, is enough for a long sentence under the UK's firearms laws. And in this case, the judge clearly viewed it as a serious threat to public safety. Operation Target, the campaign behind this raid, is a region-wide initiative by West Midlands Police. It aims to disrupt and dismantle networks involved in firearms, drugs, and serious organised crime. It's part of a broader national push to reduce gun crime, especially in cities like Birmingham, where weapons smuggled into the UK often end up in postcode disputes or gang activity. The reality is that automatic weapons are rarely used in British crime, and when they are, it makes headlines. Most guns recovered in the UK are converted handguns or shotguns. A submachine gun is on a different level. For context, the average sentence for possession of a firearm in the UK is around 5 years. That increases when the weapon is automatic, viable, and stored with ammunition. And in Patterson's case, all three applied. He may have thought that by keeping it hidden, inside a toolbox, inside a bedroom, that it would go unnoticed. But intelligence-led policing and forensic testing left little doubt. And despite answering no comment during interview, the evidence spoke for itself. This case is a reminder that even one illegal weapon off the street can prevent a tragedy. Officers said the potential for harm here was extreme, and they're continuing to encourage anyone with information about firearms to report it, whether anonymously or directly. Anthony Patterson is now behind bars. But police believe there are more weapons out there, and more individuals playing a role in hiding them. This is just one chapter in a much larger story. And for every gun recovered, it's one less threat to life on the streets of the West Midlands.